Welcome to the Antisocial Club Podcast, episode 4. My name's Robert.
My name's Gio.
Fabio.
This is just us today. Just 3 of us.
Yes, we had people bail. No, I'm just joking. No, they got busy and they couldn't make it. So, fortunately, hopefully, next time we can have them back.
A little more. We probably have a special guest next time.
Hopefully.
A close friend of mine.
And mine.
And yours.
I never met the dude. Did I meet? No, I never.
No, you haven't met him
I
yet.
never
Not
met
yet.
the dude.
Just wait.
So what happened this week with y'all? How's it been going?
This week or last week or 2 weeks?
Both weeks.
Dude,
Yes, both
whatever weeks. Not much. Same old routine. Just I really haven't been there. It's anxiety's been a little bit up and down. I had out of 1 out of 10 it'll be a 6, so it's like way out of the range of what it was supposed to be.
Right.
Like 4. But yeah, I've been trying to do things that I haven't done before, so I think that's why that my anxiety gets a little bit high. So that's kind of my week.
My week. You want to know, Robert?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Work.
Work, that's it.
That's it. Well, this past weekend, we had corporate go to my job, so we kind of had to clean everything, and oh my god, that thing is so stressful.
I mean, y'all don't
They try to
plan
do it
at all.
No, they don't plan it at all. They do it at the last minute.
Yeah, they tell us to do everything last minute. Or no, they tell us ahead of time, but we do it last minute because no matter how many times we try to clean, like it only takes 2 days for it to the store just to get destroyed. So, and then me, that I'm the only shoe person, I have to go to all three shoe departments. Wow. And then if somebody needs help finding a shoe, then I gotta be the one. They'll call me and be like, "Oh, somebody, kids, men, they need help in shoes." And I'm like, "Okay." So I go over there, so it stops me from cleaning. And then with the older folks, like eye vision's bad, their hearing, and then sometimes they can't really bend down. So like I'm there, like which I don't mind, because it's a natural thing, But like if somebody needs help or if they can't like read the boxes, I have to be there. Like I have to use my time, and that takes up my time from cleaning.
There's just frustration.
It's frustration, and then like having to talk to people, and then like being on like a time set schedule to do everything. It's stressful. It's stressful, and then it just builds up more stress. So yeah, that was my week.
How was your week, Robert?
I was dying.
Great.
No, I had a really bad stomach virus for like a week and a half. That's why we didn't do the podcast last week, because I was very ill.
Pobrecito el niño.
Yeah, and I was like...
Estaba muriendo.
The sana.
Sana.
Ven pa' acá, mijo.
Translated
so
to
aloe vera.
Rub, ass of a frog. No.
Well, my anxiety was through the charts last week before that too. I'd say I give it a 1 out of 10. I give it an 8. I just stuck to myself. I was not gonna go anywhere. Just not in the mood.
Yeah,
especially feeling that way too. You just
I text him, and usually he's like, "Yo, you if you're down to come, you're down to come." He was like, "No." I'm like, "I'm not dealing with anything out of my room right now." I was like, "Dude, I understand. I'm feeling the same way."
I was not planning to go anywhere.
The reason I wanted to come was for the podcast, but like I wasn't feeling it. He wasn't feeling it, and it was like, okay,
you know what I realized though? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh. What I realized though is like for work for me, I kind of have to play it off, so that's how I kind of maintain it. I mean, but like while I'm there and then I see everything that has to be done, I'm just like, yeah, no, and then it comes right back, and I'm just like, no.
But finish what you were saying, Robert.
No, just sick. Just really, really sick. I haven't been that sick in a while.
It was bad.
It was awful. Like I was just.
And the other time you were sick, it was like what, 1 week? Just a little less than this time.
No, it was like a couple of days, but that's it.
Oh, when you get sick, you get sick. Because when I get sick, it's 1 or 2 days of it.
Yeah, it's rarely that I get sick. I don't get sick a lot.
Yeah.
But like when I do, it's awful. Like I'm out for like half a month.
I wonder if that's how people are. Like I know that they rarely get sick, and then once they do get sick, it's horrible sickness.
That's how it is with me. Like for the past year, my allergies. They didn't really hit me as much, but once springtime was coming, that's when it started all over again. Like usually for me it's just allergies, but I mean, everybody has it. They either have it worse or they have it a little less than others, and mine kind of just goes haywire. Really. Yeah, it goes haywire. Sometimes I'm fine. Sometimes I'm like, I can't breathe.
No, when I get sick, I get like super anxious because I don't even know. I don't know whether it's my anxiety or my sickness that's messing me up. It's like, whoa.
Or just a little flu. You know?
Yeah,
It's both.
Haywire.
Then you overthink. You're just like, fuck.
Oh wow.
And you just don't know which one.
It's like crazy.
It'd just be like, no, stop.
No.
We don't want no more.
It's just
Stop
like,
that.
So like anxiety just been pretty high lately.
yeah,
On the both, like just
for everybody and stress.
stress. Not really.
Yeah, it's me.
I wasn't stressing out about
Stress.
anything. I was just really sick, and my anxiety was like, nah.
Poor
and
kid was just trying to live his life.
I
As
don't
the
know,
and
fullest, but
I'm not doing people at all. Just couldn't do it.
I had to deal with a lot of people, and it's just stress.
same.
It's like I feel the stress and I feel the anxiety, so I'm like, I know what you're doing. I know how you feel, bro. It's like I understand.
To me, I think that just comes down to like a personality thing. For me personally, because like for me it's like 3 weeks I can just be social and be out. And I'm like, hey guys, let's go, party or something.
Let's go out. Let's just go
Yeah.
do something.
Smoke or something. To go smoke some hookah or something. And then like the next 3 weeks, I'm just like, I'm staying home.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Like,
Smoke as
I'm
in
going
the
into my
devil's eye.
dungeon. For me, it's like I'm down to go out. Like I'm down to have fun, party, whatever. And then some days, again, I'm just want to chill. I want to stay to myself too.
And I don't know. I mean, I think it really comes down to personality and
Yeah.
that stuff though.
What is your personality?
I'm INFJ.
INFJ.
J. Rare. Very rare.
Is like how rare?
What is it? 4 or 5% of the world's population?
It's pretty.
No.
That's like whoa.
3 or 4% around there. It's not common, but
Is there any famous people though?
Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King.
And one very special one that we cannot mention.
I can't mention.
Starts with
it's-
an H. No.
Stop it.
But like I don't know, like with my personality, I have like my mind's always running, and I always
Yeah.
have constant ideas and constant things that go through my head. Like it just once I wake up to once I go to bed, there's like nothing. There's just constant thoughts just running through my head, and it's always like, all right, I need to do something. If I don't do it, I'm not gonna do it at all, and then I end up doing nothing, and then I'm
It's
just
like,
like I'm mad at
ah.
myself.
It becomes something else.
Yeah. For me,
But it's
yeah,
like my personality is like I'm always trying to build myself.
Yeah.
Like that's why it's really hard for me to have like how you say it, like a lot of different friends.
Yeah.
Cause like I like keeping to myself and I like working on myself.
So like small groups.
small groups. Like I mean, if I like with y'all, I could talk about it. Like how you say it. Like when I'm not like online doing podcasts or something,
Yeah.
I'm not on Discord or something. I usually tend to like coop myself up, like stick in a room. I'm not feel like doing anything, like a large amount of time, and then I'm like I gotta do something. Just I have
You
to.
gotta push yourself to it and stuff.
Yeah,
like
if
that.
not, I'm just gonna be here doing nothing.
Definitely.
Mhm.
For me, it's pretty. It's I don't know. I forgot what I was. I didn't really remember what I was. ESFP. Yeah, ESFP. I tend to interact with people, socialize with people, many people. It doesn't matter the surroundings for me, but I do have social anxiety when my personality is based on my socializing skills. It's like, whoa, it's crazy.
It's weird because like you're an extrovert. Like
Yeah.
you get energy from other people. Like
Yeah.
you get energy from big crowds, but you have like social anxiety.
I
Like,
have
really
social anxiety.
It's like you
Medicated.
need it, but you can't have it.
Yeah.
at the same
Medicated.
time.
It's
Yeah.
like you're on a
Medicated social
diet
anxiety.
and you want chocolate, but you can't have chocolate.
So I find that weird. Like just having that contradiction. Like just imagine playing in your head. Just
yeah,
like
just like.
I need to do this, but I can't because of this. And
But
then
I think how I usually do it is like smaller groups, not big, wide open area where a lot of people are. I guess that's where I feel more comfortable. With smaller groups, maybe like 10 to 5 people. If it's over 10, I can't. It's like it's something. It's even 10's high.
Right.
It's like it's something that I like to. I like socializing.
We always have good conversations.
Yeah, I have.
Always.
Wow. It's just like the conversation we have. It's like, okay, you put your 2 cents in, I put my 2 cents in, and that's how it goes. And we go based off of that. We don't just like, yo, your opinion is worth more than my opinion. No, it's we how do you say we equalize it?
It's an evil.
Yeah, it's
evil.
even.
It's equal and
Even.
open-minded.
Yeah.
Even ground.
Yeah, we don't. I don't usually tell other people that they're wrong, or they don't tell me that I'm wrong. They sometimes do, and I respect whatever they have going on. It's just that I just like doing that. I like socializing.
Just punch him in the face.
No, like me and Fabian we're introverts, so like most of the time like we need a day or two to ourselves just to like clear mind space.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Like,
I can't just stay in one room and just like I'll panic. I gotta get out. I gotta talk to people. That's how I get my.
That's how you know.
Yeah, my
you get
energy.
driven. Yeah.
That's where my energy comes from.
Like I get really tired. Like if I had to talk to somebody every day, it'd be hectic. Just because like I feel so energy drained.
Yeah.
And I just need to arrange my thoughts before
Hold
doing
on.
anything.
Give me a break. Time out. Nah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Fabian has the same problems. Since
Oh,
we're
yeah.
both being introverts.
We're both introverts and we're both Virgos. We're
What's
one
your
step
personality?
closer. Mine is ISFJ, and what that is, it's just I'm a very complicated person. Let's just school that out.
Very, but we still have the FJ, the feeling and the judging, cause like we based our interaction just like on how we feel. We don't do it like just like bam.
Oh, because you look like this. Sorry, Robert, but no.
We do everything just by feeling. Like if our emotions are right, we could be like, all right, my heart tells me to follow this, and I'm gonna follow this just because like it's the right fit.
It's the right fit.
I get.
And it just makes me feel good. So.
Now in this discussion, I don't understand what they're like, where they get that off, like staying in a room, because like that's not my 2 cents. I can't put those in.
But I mean, it gives us another perspective.
Yeah, it gives me. I get an idea.
Cause like I usually hang out with introverts. Like usually, besides Marco, and you, most of the people I talk to are very like introverts. They really tend to keep to themselves. So like Marco is a big extrovert. Like there's like
he
needs to talk to people.
Yeah.
Like it's something he has to do. And like there's days where I'm just like, man, I just want to be alone.
Yeah, but
Marco,
that's his
I love you.
That's just
Leave me alone. Nah, but yeah, it's like I'm down to learn. You know, I've met people who are really, really to themselves, and I give them the space that they need. But when they're down to talk, I'm down to talk. I'm patient. You know, you gotta be patient.
I mean, I'd say we're pretty good at socializing.
Yeah,
I mean,
no doubt.
I know some people are not really
just
good at that.
They're mostly into their little area, their
little bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah. They only want the opinions that they have from other people.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, and I try talking. You know, it's not. I don't want. To me, it's like that's their safe zone. But to me, it's like I want to try to talk to them, but it's like don't talk to them because like that's where they feel safe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, like my problem with people is like everything's so superficial. With a lot of people, and I'm not a very superficial person. Like I'm not about like who has the best car, who has the most money, how many people like it's in your circle. That's not me.
That's not me per se, but like I do kind of like those type of stuff. Like from my I want like cool cars, cool clothes, but my circle is like small. Like I don't. Yeah, I socialize a lot, but I'd rather socialize to my good friends rather than other people.
Right, just anybody.
Yeah, but online it's just crazy. Like I'll go off. Like I just start making friends out of nowhere.
See, like online is a little different, just because you don't have to have like
that face to face.
Yeah, you don't have like
You don't
that
have that
face.
face-to-face connection.
You don't see their expressions,
Yeah.
basically. You
Yeah.
know.
You can
You know.
make jokes that aren't gonna be funny face to face. So it's like it's something
Mhm.
that I.
It's just I think because your guard is more higher
Yeah.
face to face than it is actually.
I think that's why
online,
trolls
online.
trolls
because
like
that
to-
makes sense. Yeah.
Trolls
Mhm.
like to go ahead
The
and text
keyboard-
behind keyboard.
keyboard
I
warriors.
I guess that's where their guard's at. But
And I guess because if you make a joke too, you don't feel the embarrassment if it compared
yeah, it's
to
like
face to face.
it's not funny.
It's like online you could take the rejection, but face to face it's another story. And you
Face to
just-
face,
just
it's like that's a little bit too far. But
yeah.
in internet where you're not face to face, I promise you.
But like usually
they would laugh.
Usually we voice chat, so you can hear the tone and the expression
Oh,
and
yeah.
talking.
Well, yeah, that's also important.
So like,
how do you say? You know when to say the right jokes and the not right
Yeah.
jokes. So it's
of
like
course,
my jokes don't go way far. It's just like
I'm pretty bad about that.
it's a little bit.
I can confirm that.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
I don't know. I don't have a filter. I mean, I really just.
No,
Nah,
yours broke
I-
a long time ago.
I do have a filter. It's when I start, going over and just start disrespecting. It's like it's too far.
Well, there's one, like you know
It's
you when
'cause
you.
you care. Robert doesn't.
Oh yeah.
You
I have
Robert-
feelings.
No, I'm just joking.
Robert's cold blooded.
No, there's a point to where you know you're joking around, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
there's a
and then
point
there's
to
a
where,
point where-
Meaning, there's like the hate behind the words that you're saying
Right.
and stuff. But
Yes.
it's just, I guess that's where it goes like haywire and weird.
Weird.
It's like, no, that's not a joke that was supposed to be
Right,
said.
right?
Like
No.
you're not gonna go to your girlfriend's house and then say an inappropriate joke to her dad, right? It's just
Probably, depending on how cool he
Probably.
is.
Probably.
I mean, my girlfriend's dad's pretty cool.
no, I have utmost respect for that type of thing. Like I don't say dumb.
Well, I mean,
over-
that comes back to morals, actually. You know, like going to other people. You know, going to casa ajena. You know,
Yeah.
you're not allowed to. Look through their
Mhm.
stuff and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's just moral. Like you grow up like that.
Yeah.
There's some people that just go through your stuff, and you're just like, what are you doing? And
Yeah,
like,
it's
I
like,
mean,
that's
it's
my
normal. It's
stuff.
normal for them, but to us, it's just like.
Oh my god, yes. I had one of Ozzy's old friends. He used to do that. Every time he'd walk in, he'd just go straight to the fridge. And I was like,
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like,
I at least
I was
ask.
like, what are you doing? Like,
Because, like,
I mean, if
it's-
you would have asked, it would have been like something different. I would have been like, yeah, sure, feel free.
Yeah,
Or
like-
if I would have said like, feel free to grab whatever, but I didn't say that. I didn't give him permission. No, no,
it's
no,
just
no,
it's just
no.
how you brought up. I think that comes down like your morals on that, like how you treat another person's house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you don't go there and just start trashing the place and then leave.
Because I mean, we're all Hispanics, so we kind of know like.
We have to clean.
We have to clean.
We have
like,
to clean.
it's-
If not, we're dead.
It's
We're
a respectful
dead.
way
We won't
of
live the
living.
next day.
Like, I don't know how
No,
traditional y'all grew up, but I grew up pretty traditional.
I grew up a little
How
bit.
traditional on a scale where you have to wake up and fold your bed?
When I
Or
lived with
just-
my grandma, I did.
Okay, yeah.
It like I lived in so many places. Like if it was just my brothers, my mama, it was just like, oh, all right, it just whatever. But
Whatever. No.
But when I lived with my grandma, it was like, okay, wake up, feed the animals, do your stuff, breakfast. You had to be there at breakfast, pray, and then we couldn't say anything like like
Anything bad?
bad because it was table of God,
Yeah.
and
No,
then
okay.
yeah,
I didn't
that
go
was like
far.
it wasn't like
No,
it was
I-
still kind of Americanized, but it
Yeah.
wasn't like super traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was at the
So it
point
was like
where,
a bit of both.
oh,
You know, it
I
was more
usually-
free willing, but yet still.
Yeah,
trying to
mine
keep-
was like
Yeah, we had to like say like we had to dismiss ourselves from the table like
Yeah,
I'm leaving from the table.
Yeah.
We had to make sure all that.
mine when I was growing up. I used to go to my grandmother's house, and that's how it would be. Morning, wash your hands before you go to the dinner table. You either shower or wash your hands, and you eat, and then you leave, and then
Right.
pick up your plate, say excuse me every time you reach for something, like in front of somebody.
Yeah, that's like more traditional. Like
and it's like my grandma's
that's the older generation.
Yeah, my grandma's in the kitchen cooking, and then we get up, we go to the ranch, we feed horses, sheep, whatever that was there. I don't remember.
It was just good Southern living. That's
Yeah.
all it was.
Southern living.
It was good Southern living.
I would go back
In
to it
Texas.
any day. and then we go back home. We have our dinner, and then after that, it's free time. It's whatever you want to do.
Mhm.
Free time for like 30 minutes
Yeah.
and then you get your next.
I didn't have like, yeah, at least you had free time. I mean, you had free time to read and stuff,
But
but
that was my grandma's at my own house. It was like, do what you want, just stay in the house.
that's the more Americanized.
Yeah, it's like, stay in the
That's
house.
when the American comes in.
If you make a mess, clean it up.
Yeah,
Like dinners whenever you want, you can cook it, you can eat it.
the Americanized.
Yeah.
You do it yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I
Do
mean,
yourself.
we're kind of at the age to where like it's like we don't need to be babied anymore.
Yeah.
But we know we have to do it, you know.
You know?
Well, that's how I am. Like, I'm a very neat and organized person. So
I'm
I
not.
have to have it. If not, it's OCD.
To
for
me, it's like I
Same.
grab and I do it and I forget what I did. It's like I would just eat and then like leave leftovers and all like, oh man, I forgot.
No, I'm really bad at that. Like being a perfectionist. Like I had to have everything in its own place.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. No.
When my papers come to that, yeah, I'm down like because I really know that I really need to do it. But like if it's unimportant, I'll just throw it wherever. That's how I am.
God, that's how I was in school. I had like everything specified, like all my folders. I had it specifically named out for what was what.
Yeah.
I had everything like to date and organized. Like
I wasn't like that.
Like
I
that's
kind of just shoved everything in my backpack and
it
it
was
was the best.
It was always because like I knew they would have to bring it up like in class. Like they'd be like, "Oh,
Right.
remember when we did this?" And most of the class didn't.
I
I'm
remember-
just like, "Did I even do that?" Like,
What if,
I didn't remember. So I kept everything and I kept
No.
it to date.
It
just to
depends what
help
class
me.
it was though.
like if you
Math.
I just imagine
And freaking.
I
what?
just imagine Robert, like he said, I'll stick my papers in the backpack and hope for the best. I just imagine his teacher. Did you do your homework?
I don't
Him
know.
just taking pounds, like papers out, throwing them on the.
No,
desk.
I wasn't. I
Robert,
wasn't
did
that
you do
bad.
it?
I wasn't that bad. No, it's 'cause
No,
like,
I'm not gonna lie. I did it too, but like it wasn't.
I mean, I didn't do it to that
crazy.
extreme.
No, I did it because I used to only do that when I was scared I was gonna be late to class. Cause you know how
Right.
sometimes they dismiss you, like they like kept you in class because they had to say something, but the bell already rang, so you're just like, can you hurry up? Cause I need to go to class.
Yeah.
So then like I would shove papers in, but then like the very next class I would take everything out and organize it. And
No,
then,
I wasn't like that. It depends what class it was. Like if it was doing my advanced placement class, my advanced placement classes, my binders was like super organized. Just because like there's so much work, you get in so much work, you don't have time to actually like just to shove everything in your bag because
Yeah.
like you had to have everything like up to date. Just because like so much you're gaining so much information. Like when I was taking anatomy and physiology, it was like we're getting like 6 to 7 papers every class. So it's something you had to organize. If you didn't
Yeah.
organize, you're not gonna pass the class. Just because you had to have that mindset.
it's basically keeping up with your
The
stuff.
stuff.
With your
Black.
No, that's what it was. I think there's like that, but like if we hit me with a lot of things at one time, cause I'm the type of person where like it goes back to personality. To like I have to sit down and like analyze everything, and then figure out what I'm gonna do. I can't just jump in and be like I'm gonna do all of it. No, I had to like I need like 2 to 3 hours to myself to where like I need to like
kind of
plan everything, do the work, and then be like, all right, I'm ready.
Wow.
That's how I work.
That's
on
how
that.
complicated he is too.
That's like the only way.
It's
The only
a
way.
whole puzzle maze
It's a whole
type
puzzle.
thing.
But like when I was going through my junior year, when I was taking 3 AP classes.
God.
When I was taking 3 AP classes, there's no time to where you need to be like, okay, I need to do this, and this, and this.
It's like do it all.
So like it's 3 AP classes. I had to finish like 12 art pieces, 24 art pieces, do history, and then I wasn't living where the school was.
Yeah.
I was living an
Out
hour
of
away,
district.
no, an hour or 2 away, because I lived on the other side of Houston at the time. So just imagine how hectic that schedule is. It's just wake up at 5, go to school at 7, get out of school at 3:30, get home by 6, finish all your AP work, and then still have time to talk to people. Like just have like a social interaction.
That's crazy. Like I couldn't
And still do
handle that.
club. I did clubs too. I was in an international club. I was an officer, so I had to
Oh,
set
yeah.
everything up for that too.
Oh.
International.
So I was juggling everything at one time, and like for my senior year, I was like, I'm just taking 2 AP classes.
No, but I
so
think
that's-
junior year period was the hardest. Because junior year for me was more hectic. Yeah, it was just more hectic. Because that was like the last testing days too. Senior year was just.
Senior was easy. It was laid back.
Senior year was nothing.
The only class I had that was hard was art history, just because I had to remember like 215 pieces.
The hardest class for me has always been English.
English.
I can't keep up to them boring
I mean,
books. It's
no,
just, the books
Bonnie's,
they give
Bonnie's
us.
pretty good at it.
What?
He really is.
Storytelling,
Storytelling? Yeah.
story writing, all that.
It's all in the head.
I mean, I can make up stories, yeah, but like the books that they assigned us, it's just not to my interest.
I
That's
just
why
imagine things.
Wasn't
I mean, there
my
was
interest.
good
Some of
books.
them were good,
Yeah.
yes, but
Outsiders is probably that's the only book I want to read over and over.
Outsiders.
Fahrenheit
You know what?
451. I like that one. It's a really good book.
I'm actually trying to read never mind. I forgot the name.
Never mind.
Yeah, Beaver Tale, Story of the Beaver, something like that. I don't know.
Story of
Yeah,
Beavers.
Story of the Beaver. Whatever.
I
It's a-
stick to
I-
my anime.
I think my favorite book, aside from The Outsiders, is The Afterlife
The Afterlife.
by Gary Soto. I wish I was being promoted just to say that, but no.
Sponsorship.
Sponsorship and whatnot. No, but that one's a really good book. I love that one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
lie.
the title says it all. The Afterlife.
I
It's
like a
just
good
man
book.
in the afterlife.
A good book with tea. I'm down for it. You know.
Tea. Try coffee.
Nah, I can't drink coffee.
My
I
attention
have more.
span.
I have
Right.
more ideas.
My attention span doesn't run that long for a book.
That's all I
I'm not actually no. I mean, I read
For a movie, yeah.
for a
For a
movie.
book, probably.
I can't do movies.
Yeah, no, you can't do movies.
No.
Like your attention
'cause they're-
span is like
they're-
not for movies, but like
well,
for
because
a book,
movies
you're down
too,
for it.
you don't get the whole,
Oh, I love movies.
or like the movies based on books. You don't get like. The
Oh, you
whole
don't
thing.
get the full story,
Yeah, you
dude.
don't
No, I
get
mean,
the-
I read-
Like,
I read the whole Harry Potter series and Aragon, and I mean, I read a lot of like hefty books. Just like with movies, I just get bored.
yeah.
I don't. I like movies,
I-
especially scary movies. Cause
I
I
love
love the adrenaline, but then I
action
hate it.
movies and.
I don't get all sympathetic. People are like, it was so.
Yes,
so
bro.
good."
You
Did
know,
you see Jackie? Like Rose
the
actually let
movie
him go.
Coco? I
Oh
it
my
hit the
god,
spot.
I cried
I like
hit
that
the
just
spot.
because.
That was a good.
It was a good movie. I love
Very good movie.
the
Cause to
design
me,
on it was so lit.
like
Remember.
going back to
Yeah.
that personality thing. For me, if I don't have a reason, there's no point in me doing it.
Yeah, it's like why do we watch an action movie? I can just
I can create my
Yeah.
own action for
yeah.
it. I can rob a bank.
That's why I can
might
watch.
get caught, but I'll rob a bank. No.
That's why I like stand up, cause stand up, like the comedian has like his script and he knows what points to hit and what points you want to get at.
And what points he wants.
I mean,
to
he has a
cross.
purpose
Yeah,
to
Or
be up
she.
there.
There are
yeah.
some
she,
good
she.
she's.
But I mean, that's why I like stand up, and just it's funny as well.
I just I'm down for
Because
whatever.
also they're very humorous too.
Oh yeah.
Hence the word comedian.
But try, if you're out and about, just try to see what your personality is about. Personality, sorry.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Oh, we should put that in description. The Myers-Briggs test. I put it in description
We'll put it in description, please.
for sure.
Yeah.
Try
it out.
I'll put a link it out. It's
It's
Yeah.
actually.
Try it out.
Try it out.
Yeah. Inside jokes. Inside jokes.
Inside jokes. Inside jokes. If we do it live, we'll tell you what try it
No,
out.
but
Try
really,
it out
also
means.
too, it's yeah, just try it out.
Yeah,
Just-
no,
it
I-
goes back to try it out.
It's good to know
but-
your personality because
Yeah.
you know it knows like what you can do with it. Like you know what like your boundaries are. You know like
You basically your what do you call it? Pros and cons.
your pros and cons. Basically,
It's basically that, and it actually gives you, it explains a little more.
Yeah, it was so easy though.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was gonna be like wicked hard.
Oh,
I
no.
usually get tests like that whenever stuff happens, and that was by far the easiest one.
You're just answering like yes or no.
Yeah.
Try Google. They're all
Yeah.
on there on Google.
Google.
It'll just be like. would
I
you
mean,
go-
the questions are very simple. It's not like, oh my god, I have to think about this. Like, you know.
like,
No, and then if you want to learn more, there's people who do YouTube videos about it. you
Yeah,
know?
and they'll explain it even further.
yeah.
For sure. I don't know. I like this whole personality thing. Like me, me and Ellie talk about it all the time. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we always trying to
At
like,
least his girlfriend.
Yeah, the girlfriend of this man.
yeah, like I said, I'm a type of person like I like learning about myself because like I'm always contradicting myself all the time, so I'm always trying to work on myself, but like I don't want to be selfish all the time, so
It's like
I enjoy helping people more than anything. It's like,
but like sometimes
This
you
is
need
also, like,
that
yeah.
self.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Like,
not
yeah,
wrong.
No, not wrong at all. If you wanna be to yourself, be to yourself, and that's what makes you happy. That's what makes you happy, you know.
right? No, like for
It
me,
makes-
like that's where I contradict. Like, you know, I love working on myself, but I love it. I love helping people out more.
Yeah.
That's why we have these conversations all the time.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
Literally, like I'd rather do more for people than, and then later on, then I think about myself, which is like a disadvantage, but it's also an advantage.
I mean,
you know?
we all know our stories, our backgrounds, where we came from, and like when you help someone else, it's like, yo, you know, that doesn't define me.
Right.
Like that's what I
True,
think.
yeah.
That's what you know, if you're out there and you see someone that needs help, you know, if they're walking, like the other day, my mom and I were driving by, and this lady was walking from work to her house, which is not a close walk. We picked her up, we drove her home. I mean, I'm not saying go pick up strangers from the street. I'm just saying the help is, you know, if
as long as they give
yeah,
good vibes.
the
Yeah.
vibes, you know.
The good vibes.
Yeah, it's like try doing something for other people. If you don't, you know, it's up to you.
It's your, it's your life.
it's your life.
It's your life.
You do what you
Literally.
want.
No, it's just a thought. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoy having conversations. That's why we started this podcast. Just to
Yes.
like us and each other, we have conversations with different people we bring on, and just like to understand other people. And like lately, for the people that we have on, they're friends of ours, but with this podcast, it brings us closer. Because we open like different avenues of conversation that we never could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's all
this
kept-
sets what we want to talk about. This is what we really want to push.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you know, you can, we try to answer as many comments down below. We tell you how to comment. You know, we're down to hear stories of how you've been feeling, or you know, how the podcast made you feel.
Mhm.
We're always down to talk about it. Just try it. You know, go ahead and
Just try it.
Yeah, try it out.
Then again, it's your life, so do it.
Yeah. It's your life, but try it.
It's your life, but just kind of leave a comment down below.
Yeah, just always
It's
open for
your life.
conversation.
No
Try it.
pressure.
Try it. No, but for real though, try it and see what happens.
We get
Or,
it.
you know,
Try it. No, just,
yeah.
no. We get it. Just try it. No.
But it's your life.
No, it's I think it's like it helped me out a lot lately. Just was the podcast and stuff. Just because if I didn't have this, I would have been like
Still feeling the same vibes.
yeah,
were. Yeah.
same vibes.
Before.
Not talking to inviting people and to join the podcast and actually have different conversations.
Yes,
And
that's
it's
what
a
our
sense of
goal is,
enjoyment.
like to have different types of conversation.
I like different type of people just because like people have a different mindset from like from
Not everybody thinks alike.
Yeah, and we
Exactly.
also take ideas all the time.
No, we don't.
Not all of them. It's just like
Mm.
we do take some ideas from people who
But we're very
ask us,
open-minded.
like, yeah. Or just like,
Yeah, we're also very open-minded, so anything can go, really.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what he said.
what that guy said.
what he said.
What he said, no.
Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. Thank y'all for listening. If you made it this far, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment down below.
Like, hopefully,
Leave
please.
like.
Leave a like, try it.
Leave a
Dude,
thumbs
we
down.
got
thumbs down.
if we do a live stream.
I'm planning. We're planning to set the live stream and stuff.
You will see how
Yes.
ugly we look.
Yes, probably.
No.
Nah.
Like hopefully once we hit a milestone, we can do a live stream. I need to set everything up for
Yes.
that.
And
Thank
hopefully
you.
we'll have, the people that couldn't make it this time next week or
Next week.
whenever
Next
it can
week,
happen.
hopefully we can have a new person to join us. Give us the different opinions about other stuff, and thank y'all for listening. This is the Antisocial Club podcast, and we have to do this.
Hit him off with that
Bam.
brush.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.